Alright guys, today I am doing a April garden like update tour type thing. I realized it has been almost a month since I did my last one in March, and I feel like some pretty exciting things have gone on in our little backyard homestead, and so I just thought I would share that. I also had somebody comment on my last garden video and just asked how things have been going with the seeds that I planted. So I'll give an update on that as well. So let me show you guys what's going on. So I am going to start with the thing that I'm probably the most excited for. So let me turn the camera around and I will show you guys. Okay. If you follow Roots and Refuge on YouTube, you know exactly what this is and why I'm so excited for it. These are some cattle panels that we put up to trellis our tomatoes on, and I don't know, I'm just really excited to see how it goes. We always use those tomato cages and they never work, so we just bought some T-posts and some 8-foot long cattle panels, and yeah, we're gonna see how it goes. I think the tomatoes are gonna like this spot. During the summer it gets very hot here, it has a lot of sun, and the heat from the house bounces off and warms everything up. So we put these in. We did come in and just, you know, kind of hand till the ground and added in a little bit of rabbit manure. And so yeah, I'm really excited to see how it goes. So I just wanted to share that. Here's the rest of the yard. A little bit of progress has been made, and I know that there's still some things that need to have some work done. But over here, I shared last time that we had bought a new shed, and they called us a couple weeks ago and said, you know, it's about 8 weeks out. We can come and get that built. On June 2nd, they're gonna start building it. So that's gonna go in this area. That's the leftover sand from our sandbox. So I need to figure out what to do with that. But we are gonna prep the ground, lay some gravel, and so we have plenty of time to get that done. And then over here is the strawberry patch. It's done really good. I had a lot of little babies that I dug up. I gave some away, and then I moved some over to another spot. And all I've done so far is just weeded and then laid some rabbit manure. So if I'm remembering correctly, soon we should be getting flowers. So yeah. And then over here, this is in my March video for the garden. This is where the chickens were trying to help get some of that weeding done, and they did a great job. And then I just lifted this cucumber trellis up and then just kind of hand dug the ground. I had Barrett help me pick all of the rocks out because they used to line around the bed, and so later I'll let the kids do that again. And then over here, the kids painted some new bird houses. And this I'm really excited for as well. This is going to be our trellis for peas, and I'm just really excited. I think that it's gonna be kind of pretty, and I got some lights for it so that in the summer when we're out here we can turn it on. It's solar powered lights. I got them off Amazon. I'll link them in the description below. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. It's a little short. I can't quite fit under, and I'm tall. I'm 5'10", and so Oakley can fit under easily, and I just have to duck a little bit. Anyways, moving on over here. I've talked about this area before. This is the area between our back fence and our chicken coop. So as you can see, these mounds of dirt, when we bought the house, there were 2 raised beds there, but they were in horrible condition. So we yanked those out, left the dirt, and last year I actually grew produce back here. I grew corn and potatoes and something else. Uh-oh. The guy behind us is mowing, so it might be a little loud. So what I'm gonna do is, now that the chickens are done, I'm gonna redo the pathway. I think I'm gonna lay some cardboard, put back my stepping stones that I tore up, and then I have some mulch that's been in a bag in our backyard since we bought the house. And so I'm going to lay that down, have a nice walkway, and then I'm just gonna mend this dirt a little bit with some rabbit manure and compost, and I'm gonna hill my zucchinis and squash in these 2 places. Okay, in my last garden video, I showed how I had my seed starts set up in the house since we don't have a greenhouse and I don't have grow lights. I just have them on like a little metal stand that's next to our baseboard heater and next to our large window. Anyways, now that the weather is nice, every morning I carry everything out and every night I carry everything back in. So right now they're outside, and so I am just going to show you how they're looking. Okay, I planted all of these 2 weeks ago. This wasn't in the last video. These are snap peas, bush beans, zucchinis. I have 2 little cantaloupe. Oh no, 3 little cantaloupe starts that have popped up. And then, let's see here. I have lemon cucumbers, regular slicer cucumbers, some eggplants that never did anything. I'll still give them some time. And then some butternut squash that is just now starting to sprout. This stuff in the back, I have some lettuce and it's looking a bit leggy and I might just start over. And then over here is some cilantro that I started from seed and it just started sprouting yesterday. And then over here are some Mother's Day gifts. It's just some marigold seeds that we planted. So yeah, for 2 weeks I feel like they're growing really good. I'm not exactly sure what's up with the zucchini. Some of them still haven't sprouted, some of them just sprouted. Some of them are already growing their second and third leaves, so I don't know. It was a new seed pack, but they seem to be looking pretty good. These are all the other starts. These are all my tomatoes. I have these under my back patio. I learned the hard way that I put them in the sun too long. And as you can see, some of them are a little sunburnt, but they should be fine. So in the beginning, I planted 4 different types of tomatoes. No, 5. I have beefsteak, large Roma, and Chef's Choice. Those are the only ones that sprouted. I also planted yellow pear and Brad's Atomic Grape, and those didn't sprout either. So that's why those cups are empty. I'll probably just cross out what I wrote on there and plant something new. But this is my first time growing tomatoes from seed, and as you can see, this is a beefsteak. This one looks really good. Happy with that one. Some of them though are looking a little sad. And with it being about a month out of when we're going to plant in the ground, I'm a little worried those ones won't be quite big enough. But yeah, other than that, I'm really happy with how they turned out for not having a grow light or a greenhouse and it being my first time starting from seed. So the other day, I was thinking, where am I going to plant my potatoes? And I couldn't find a spot that I thought would work. And I had remembered seeing somewhere, not exactly sure, that you can use old feed bags to grow potatoes. And I have a ton of feed bags, like dog food, rabbit food, chicken food. So I've been saving those, and I think I'm going to grow my potatoes in those bags this year. Kind of an experiment to see if it'll work. If it doesn't, I'm not going to be heartbroken. The potatoes that I'm using to grow, I have some red potatoes that one of my friends gifted me. I traded her for some strawberry plants. And then the other ones are potatoes that I bought from the store, and they started sprouting, and so I just kind of kept them safe. And yeah, I'm excited to see how they do. Last year was my first year growing potatoes, and I was obsessed. They are so fun to harvest. So I will add in a few little clips of getting those put together. So I cut these potatoes 2 days ago. It said that long as they were in 2-inch chunks and the eyes were on each one, that they should be good. Last year I didn't do this. I'm interested to try it this year because I got a lot more potato starts. Anyways, it said that you want to cut them and let them dry so they're not wet, so that they don't mold when you put them in the bag. So I'm going to take these out back, fill up my bags, and plop these in. Okay, I have 3 chicken feed sacks here. I just turned them inside out, and then I actually stepped on the inside and put my foot in there so that I could pull it tight, and then I slowly folded the sides down on each of them. And so what I'm going to do next is put a little bit of dirt on the bottoms of these, lay down the potato starts, cover them with dirt, and once they start growing, I'll just add a little bit more dirt and a little bit more dirt and roll up the sides as we go. So this is totally an experiment for me. I'll kind of keep you guys updated to see if it works. And yeah, we'll see in a couple months. I have my 3 bags here, and they're just a light layer of soil on the bottom. And then for these, you would just want to make sure that the eyes are face up. And I'm gonna do, I think, 3 per bag. We'll see how that goes. And then you're just gonna cover it lightly with some dirt and then plop it in a sunny area. Okay, here they all are. I ended up getting another feed sack because I didn't want the potatoes to be too crowded. So this is a bigger bag. So it has 4 starts. These are the 3 red potato starts. And then the rest is all russet potatoes. And something I forgot to mention is before I filled these up, I just took a box cutter and put a few holes in the bottom. So when you water them, it has some drainage. So all that's left to do is cover them with some soil. That way the eyes of the potatoes are covered. And then I'm actually just going to find a sunny spot in the yard and plop them down. Just keep an eye on them. So that is it for this little garden update. I'll try to be better about maybe doing them every 2 weeks instead of every month. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on the next video.